engage the darkness. If you are going to regain the memories lost to you, you must stay strong.
A lone child's presence does not bode well for the circumstances.
No one can pass.
And inquisitive. It will be difficult.
Well, that's just perfect.
But try to remember. You are never alone.
Yeah! Beckoned Art Bros episode
28.
28.
That's correct. I'm pretty sure we're rolling through them now because we're doing 3 or 4 now a week.
Yeah. Guess what episode I am on Beckoned Development Weekly stream?
How many?
52 is tomorrow.
Oh Jesus, man! You're doing dailies then.
Because I'm doing the daily crunch. Yeah.
Nice. So
yeah.
What we want to what's new with Beckoned? Can we talk about that?
Beckoned just got an update, and it's just saying, hey guys, we're being self-aware of ourselves. We're doing our marketing. We're doing everything. We're outreaching. We're improving our circumstance. But I did add a crap ton of new, they're not exactly new images, but all of them, some of them are, but a big giant addition of character section, like characters of Thevenot. So they have little descriptions of them next to their images. And if I put them in a specific order, so you can read through and start to really understand the kind of world that we're painting and the attitude and all that. And it has a bit darker tone than what I've been showing. And I can't believe I missed a lot of this in the original, just post of it. But there's a good section there where you can get a good idea about what kind of characters you're going to come into play with and what kind of world you're dealing with. So, yeah.
So for anybody who's watching, what's the basics of Beckoned, just for the newbies?
Beckoned is a 20-hour epic JRPG which follows 3 young adventurers trying to regain a stolen necklace. As they're scurrying across these colorful and dangerous landscapes, they are pulled into a political upheaval by 2 strong influences on the planet of Thevenot, Loden crystals and a substance called denethite. Back in the day, in early Silmarillion ancient times, not really, about 150 years, give or say, before the events of Beckoned, there was a kingdom called Thal that was using the substance called denethite to develop their technologies with, and that kind of enslaved their own people, the Jiri. And so there's a mass exodus out of Thal, and their leaders, the Watchers, these high Shadran tuner magic wizards, helped them find a new home in this giant tree called Tulabanya. And at the heart of the tree, there's this crystal boy, half Loden child in the middle of the roots, halting this denethite from growing. So it gives the Jiri hope. So the Watchers form some sort of daily routine where they're constantly meditating on it to find out what the history of the tree, of the boy, and maybe some secrets to kind of combat denethite, because now you've got Tulabanya and Thal basically at war with each other. So
cool.
Yeah,
so
that's what's going on.
It's cool to see all the profiles now. We got before jumping into anything else, want to talk about the chat, but Beckoned on Indiegogo people. Well, we'll be putting the links in the chat, so anybody who's interested,
go play the demo too. It's on Steam. It's free to play.
Jedi's already on it. Nice.
Sweet. Thanks, Jedi.
So let's roll through the chat because we got a special guest today. We got to keep this moving. We got Phoenix Animation in the house. Hail, he says. Jess R is here.
Actually, early.
Yeah, that's how it works, man. We get the people to come early. That's how we do it here. And our Jedi's saying my exposed shoulders.
Yeah, I
showing them up
know.
to the wild world here.
That and talking about time has reminded me of that Michelangelo line. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Right.
So your shoulders look like Ninja Turtle shoulders, dude.
Yeah, I don't have
Is
much.
that a liver spot?
Where? This?
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I'm always looking at it. You always think something's weird with like a bump or something like, dude, that's cancer.
Yeah, like your misspelled righteous tattoo.
Dude, that's a myth. That's a myth that's been going around the internet. So he's also saying, I was just coming from karate, so that's why I'm in such a rush. Okay, and Collision Bob just showed up.
Yeah, Collision Bob.
So yeah,
sweet. Got a full house. Let's go.
We are Art Bros. My name is Joe. This is Jeremy.
I'm Jeremy.
We are old high school buds, and we are long friends and colleagues. Yes, world creators.
We're world creators.
And so tonight we've been doing lately we've been doing a lot of promos for a lot of awesome indie creators for comics, and we've even had just random other people on. We had a Badger on; he's a painter. But either way, tonight we have another comic artist or comic book that we got the comic writer for Cobalt here in the house, and that is an extra cool looking book. So I'm excited to introduce Bionic Bro, Jake himself. Here he is from Tail End Studio.
How's it going, guys?
All right.
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Pretty good. This is not our usual time, so anybody who does show, we are appreciative. We will get definitely a lot of replays. But however, we would love for everybody on watching right now to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, but definitely like the video. That'll help. And I appreciate it. Jedi's already on the ball with promoting Star Circuit, which is doing pretty damn well for my marks that I had for myself. So we'll talk about that later. But so you are the writer and co-creator. Is that how you describe yourself for the book Cobalt?
Writer and creator. Yeah.
And creator, not co-creator. You are the creator.
Yeah, I'm the only one in Tail End Studio. I'm hiring everything else outside.
Okay. We got to hail Jake from Phoenix. You got some friends in here. And Darren's in the house.
D-Wag.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, you pass for a human more than Zuckerberg. And I would say the Robin Williams, the Bicentennial Man. No, Bionic Bro. I'm just kind of playing with the name here. That was a compliment.
Well, he's a Bionic Bro for other reasons, and when we get to the story, I'm sure he'll explain.
Right.
I like the story idea that he's come up with here. Dario's in the house. Good to have you here.
What's up, Dario?
He's thrashing around.
That's right.
That is referencing the book. I never asked, actually. Do you want me to pull up the page for you, or would you like control?
It doesn't matter to me, man. If you want to take the wheel, you can. I've got it up here in case you want to share. I just got to click share if you want.
You really give me the go. If you can talk and scroll, that's up to you.
I'm better if you take the wheel.
All right, you got it. Awesome. Oh, sweet. My lovely girlfriend has come and taken the dog out of the room. That is always a good thing.
Has he gone out?
No, ma'am. All right. So let's see. We're looking for Cobalt, not Star Circuit.
That's okay.
How it goes, once you get in the flow of going to your calendar campaign, that's how it goes. All right, so we're going to share. So this campaign is looking like it's 6 days old. That's only a week, and you're so far in a week. This is crazy. Let's show off this campaign real quick. I'm sharing audio just in case you want to do the trailer.
Yeah.
Audio. Yeah. All right. Cool. So Cobalt Thrashing About. I've heard that this is not the first entry. This is a sequel.
This is basically a sequel. This is the aftermath to the 7-page origin story I made in an anthology called Super Abled Comics.
Cool. That's what I've heard, and I haven't seen the first. Is there any way to read the first?
Yeah, if we made our goal and we get to the 7,000 tier.
Do you have a little image of that or something?
Yeah, the stretch goals are at the bottom.
The very bottom.
Yeah.
Scroll here. All right.
True fraud, Joe.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Which one?
At the 6,000. At the 3,000, which will be 6,000, that is the unlockable 7-page origin story.
Am I missing it? Am I not seeing it? Oh, sorry, right here. This.
Nope. Number 3.
Number 3, right?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. That's not too far away. You can totally get that.
I'm hoping, man. I really want to put that in there for everybody.
Dude, I believe in that, and I believe everyone in this chat wants that to happen as well. Hale, we've got freaking Frog G already hyping you up. Cobalt's looking good and has the best bi-curious lighting Mo Biggs has ever seen. That is true. In fact, it's almost like it's almost too good. Like his costume's literally bi-curious in some ways, but in the most badass of bi-curious ways. So Frog G knows what it's about. And Art Jedi is already talking about Wrench Frog G. So I got the math homework.
Yeah, that's funny.
Dude, I'll totally do that.
That's
Frog G
funny.
is he's like a veteran. So if Mo was here, I'd give it to Mo instead.
Sure.
Because Mo is just a funnier.
Wow, Frog G.
This is nothing against Frog G. Frog G is like the professional, where Mo is like the maverick, you know? Nothing against him.
Mo is omnipotent. He's everywhere.
Right. I feel like he's listening to me right now.
He doesn't automatically have a wrench everywhere he goes.
I really think he does.
He like goes.
He's Bob the Builder of YouTube comic books, man. Just I have a wrench over here.
If he doesn't have a wrench, he quickly gets one.
Yeah.
Right.
And rightfully so, as he should.
He's got the master wrench, is what he's got. The master key of all. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna wrench Frog
Cause
G
and effect,
right now.
Joe. Cause and effect.
Frog G, you are honorary. You are an honorary moderator because you're just that skilled. And
I thought it was because Jedi needed to get his homework done.
Well, that too. And Jedi's been known to do homework during my stream, and
Really?
yeah, he's been known to do a few things during my stream. I don't want to mention all of them. However,
Okay.
this time it's homework, and we need some links. We need some links now.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's get back to the actual talking of the book.
Sure.
The topic of the night.
Cobalt.
Okay. How would you explain? How would you? Let's give us a little bit of an elevator pitch, not for the book, but for you. Like, where are you coming from, Jake?
Where am I coming from? Cobalt is about a young man just coming out of hiding from taking down the Aranya cartel within Atlanta, Georgia. So this is taking place in like a style setting of cyberpunk neo-noir. And everything within it's going to be what you would want, a little bit of all genres: action, drama, suspense, maybe a little bit of thriller down the line. And this is the culmination of about a year of writing. So I'm doing 32-page comic book, fully colored here. That's going to be the first installment of a 4-issue miniseries.
Nice. Now you might have misunderstood me because I wanted really your history, but I said like, what's your story? And it could be
Joe wants the dating profile commercial.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I want to know your
He
Match.com.
sees that hair pulled back, and he just can't say no.
Look, I saw it the other night, and what can I say?
Horrifically good looking. Sexually thriving, but
so what got you? What got you started into comic books in the first place and writing them? And
like anybody, I grew up on all the animated series, But when it got to high school, while I was in high school, Smallville came on, right, on CW. Those early shows. And for what it was for high school kids who only know about drama and who's dating who, it was pretty good with a little bit of Superman sprinkled in until season 6. That's when it started sucking bad. And so I was sitting there, I was hyping it up at lunch one day, and some of my nerd friends were like, dude, that show's shit. You need to read the comics, all this stuff. And I was like, well, I don't have any comics. So they threw some at me. And I started reading them and everything. And I fell in love with the art and the stories and the characters for what they were supposed to be. And from there on, man, it was just go, go, go with comics. I started collecting Nightwing right off the bat. Then a few years later, it was Captain America because I like Boy Scouts. I like the Boy Scout persona, you know, for Superman, Captain America, and all those others. And then I started learning about the little bit of the darker comics, like The Mask, you know, before Jim Carrey became The Mask, and then The Max from MTV, their TV show, The Max. And then I read the comics. And it just kept unfolding with people giving me more content for me to consume. Started reading Saga. If you don't know about Saga, that is an awesome sci-fi book. It's like Hatfield's versus McCoy's kind of space. And
yeah, it's very Romeo Juliet, but a little more cool. Yeah,
most definitely. And
so I like how you're a super fan of Nightwing because there's a direct correlation, I feel like, to Cobalt.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing.
An immediate thing, even color scheme almost. I mean, Nightwing doesn't have too much of a bi-curious thing going on, but, you know, you could see him maybe going that route eventually, and it could looking, you know, a little more like Cobalt. But here's the thing. I'm glad that you're kind of, would you say you started in the comics later in life?
I'd say high school is when the comic books came in, yes.
Yeah, I was even later, and that's why I'm glad because we're on the same wavelength. I think you and me, Jay, because I started like way late because I've had my parents were super Catholic, you know, on another level. So I didn't get a lot of that comic influence until later in my life.
I was on the other end of the spectrum, Seventh-day Adventist.
Ooh, well, yeah. I mean, to each their own. We all have our.
The way you said, "Ooh," yeah, that is accurate.
Yes, dude. Anybody who says anything, you know, you're brought up in this religion of some kind. You know, to me, there's not much of a difference between religion and cults. So, you know, it's your, if you believe it, cool. But if you want to bring other people into it, like your children, it just gets a little weird, you know? Anyway, your show for maybe, how did you get to the point of wanting to create now that you kind of got into comics?
I always did, like, not for anybody or even the internet, but I always did like the fan writing stuff, the fan fiction. Like, again, when Smallville was out, I was saying this is shit at one season. And I just started like writing out my stuff of how it could have gotten better or how they should have done it differently. And then, you know, I always enjoyed writing in grade school, high school, and then, you know, took some writing classes in college. And the writing part just was always with me. But the actual getting to creating the comic book, that didn't come until after I had an accident in 2013. And that's when this came along.
Oh, wow. So you're saying like you wouldn't create comics if you didn't have the accident, or you wouldn't make these particular comics?
I probably wouldn't have made this particular comic book, but I also want to say I might not have even gotten into writing comic books without the people that I connected with through this accident. So I always grew up wanting to be an actor. You know, I wanted to be on stage or in front of the films, and, you know, just entertain people is what I wanted. I wanted to give and receive that kind of, you know, excitement, that thrill. And after I had my accident, I felt like I couldn't go for that anymore, because you want the perfect body on TV and screen, you know? So I kind of fell back from that, and I fell into, you know, depression after everything. And then I came across some guys in the Limb Different community that I was chilling with at Dragon Con at Atlanta.
Did Joe just go out?
Yeah, you were muted or something.
Oh, it's my mic that muted, not the program. Okay. So I was going to say, did you what was the group that you're in called again?
The Limb Different community.
Limb Different. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you now. Now I understand.
Yeah.
So I think I know what you mean. Is it something you lost a piece of your arm or piece of your hand?
Yeah.
Is that what?
In 2013, I was working in a factory and I lost 4 fingers on my left hand.
Oh wow.
So
I got a fingertip missing.
Yeah,
from a router
it's a little
saw.
bit.
So, I don't consider that my membership card, but you
You can wait outside the building, Jeremy. Okay.
Okay, all right.
There
That's
we go.
fine. That's fine.
We'll give you an honorary pass. But
All right.
so I was down at Dragon Con in Atlanta, and we were walking Artist Alley, where everybody's got their indie books that they're trying to like promote, share with other people. And I was just walking and talking nerd stuff, and suddenly he asked, "Hey man, do you have an idea for like a hero or something?" And I started giving my spiel, kind of, given the outer layers of Cobalt and what I wanted to do. And he was like, "I'm going to get you in touch with somebody." I didn't think anything of it because people say that shit all the time,
Right.
And so I wait a couple months go by, and I'm being put in touch with somebody. His name's Travis Rivas. He works with the Accidental Aliens in San Diego. And he was like, "Dude, I'm putting this anthology together of super-abled superheroes for kids who are growing up with limb differences, who were born with congenital differences." And I was all down for it, man. Not only just to be part of that, but to like get this story out that I wanted to do. And man, after that, just hit the ground running. It was great.
That's so cool that you started with this like positive. It's like a positive booster, like and motivation that is the most righteous as you can get. And that's super inspiring for anybody. I just am inspired by it. So that's awesome. That's your origin story. We have a couple new people in the chat. We got Billy Basco says hello. W for Jeremy, and then we got a subber, a Mo Orangutan. He's not Darren Wagner, by the way.
Who's
that's
this
not suspicious,
bogan?
Right?
That smells like a bogan.
It does, and he's going back to Todd's Truth. But that's whatever. See you later. Todd's Truth is also in Florida too, so I got to shout out to Todd's Truth. I need to go hang out with that guy sometime. I think we both need to go hang out with that guy sometime. Anyway, back to the story.
Back to you, sir. Yes.
So this is the jump start, but how many maybe months or years until you made Cobalt after that, or is this the first thing you've ever made?
Cobalt's the first thing I ever had published ever.
Wow.
It's the first thing that I created that actually hit paper and saw life come to it.
Right.
So, but that took place. We started doing it in 2018, getting it together and creating it. And 2019 is when we actually unveiled it, and it came to fruition. So
that's killer. I
actually,
I mean, I want to see the first. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Ooh, super able, nice.
Yeah.
And is that the first thing you've ever had your stuff in?
Yep.
Full screen them, Joe. Full screen.
Oh yeah, good idea, dude. See, this is. Oh no, not that. Let's go back here and then put you up here, and then do this. Nice.
Yeah.
I see him down there.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude. And it looks like a fun book too.
Oh, it was, man. Yeah, you get 6 different stories within the anthology. They're not related to each other, but kind of like when you bind stuff into an anthology, you kind of think they share a universe or whatever. But it was great, man. I loved it.
So
awesome.
You did the first book. Is that what that was in that book there?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm actually in the very back of the book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say they saved the best for last, but I think it's because mine was a little darker for kids.
Right.
So everybody else was more bright and bubbly, and right off the bat, you get nothing but like dark.
I got to pull this up.
And,
Oh, yeah.
So.
Still looks awesome, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great artist on there. His name's Jacob Newell.
Cool.
Yeah, you can find him on Instagram or on Facebook. He's a great guy.
Nice, dude.
Awesome.
So it's going to be cool to read that because I know you're going to hit $3,000, the 3K. That's what we need, right? So let's look through this campaign here. I want you to give me now the elevator pitch for this one, because you already talked about a little bit that it's kind of based in like a cyberpunky Atlanta.
Yep.
Is that how you're describing it?
Yep. Cyberpunk Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice.
Hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. Yeah,
This is
you'll get
cool, man.
references to the different spots within Atlanta too. There's a burger joint out there called the Varsity,
Mhm.
and it's been there for quite some time. I want to say since the 1920s or no, 1940s or 50s.
Mhm.
And so I referenced that with a diner that they go eat at for a little bit in this comic called The Quarterback. So,
Nice. So it makes sense because this character he's got a bionic arm or a bionic hand.
he's got
Similar.
bionic fingers and a flesh thumb on that left hand.
Oh, okay, cool.
No reference to any real person whatsoever.
Right.
Right.
Nice. But that's you probably know how it really kind of like maybe would feel to have something external, maybe like that. Yeah. So let's see. Do you have a spot where right here you have a little bit of a description? Maybe we'll just go through the interiors because I really love those, and maybe you give us a lowdown of what's going to happen in the book.
Sure. So while Cobalt and his little brother Isaac are still in hiding, they're still trying to make rent for the motel that they're staying at. So one night he goes out and he's about to collect money from an old drop that he used to make because he was a runner for the Aranya cartel. So he knows where all the hot spots are for drops and meetings. So goes to one of them thinking that he's going to, make some quick cash by knocking out a couple guys and then hightailing out of there. But there's an extra party going on in a back alley and he has to save this female. And so from that moment, it unfolds into basically what's going to take place within Thrashing About. Since the Iranians left or been dismantled, all the other gangs are trying to rise up and take the number one spot for all the elitists within Atlanta, doing the puppet master thing. And so they want to get that big, piece of the pie.
So the first thing that I'm noticing is that this dude looks like pretty skilled. Where did he pick up these super skilled? First of all, this shot here is like the best shot I've ever seen of somebody attacking someone else. So where did he get these skills?
So his mentor is Thomas Rogers. He's an ex-Navy SEAL special ops, and they actually met each other at a group therapy when Jesse first lost his fingers. So Thomas Rogers, he lost his arm over in Afghanistan. So he knows where all the anger and everything is coming from Jesse. He can see it. He sees the depression and everything. So he's trying to guide him back to some kind of normalcy. And during that, he tries to do what helped him out. He trains him in like boxing and fighting and stuff, just to let it out. And then Jesse starts getting the idea he wants revenge. So he goes after the cartel that took his hand. And from that on, he's had that skill set.
So it's like a revenge thing at first, and he kind of uses the skills he's been trained with.
Yep. And so now after that, he's Thomas and his little brother Isaac see that Jesse's still going out there doing this thing, but is he doing it for the right reasons? Is it still about the anger, about himself? Is he still being selfish? Or can he be more than that? Can it be a redemption? Can it be salvation for the city? Can he get away from, the selfish tendencies and actually focus on being an older brother again?
Yeah, that's probably that's the deep part of it. That's like that's the part that it's not so flashy. It's not the external problem. That's like mastering the self, kind of angle. So that's pretty cool because it seems like you got the external side down too. Looks like taking on gangs is not too easy, and even though he looks like he's handling himself, and the art is like showing it off in beautiful manner. You have any questions, Jeremy, as we're looking through these sequentials?
I've just been staring at him.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been listening to him talk and soaking it all in because, I mean, I love the panel work. The lighting effects I'm experimental when I'm doing Photoshop stuff, and I'm dabbling a little bit in playing with some comic-y looking slides, but I don't know how far I can push the Photoshop effects or how much to stay more traditional leaned with it. So seeing stuff like this, I enjoy.
Yeah, it definitely has this like mixed media feel. For sure.
Yeah, and it's effective. It's effective.
Yep. So
like Billy says, it's got its own grittiness to it too. I mean, I love these things. I love these full renders too. But man, those panels, that gives it its own unique unifying style altogether.
Yeah, I like that. You're right.
Branding.
I like the pinups as well, but literally all you needed to show me was this page, right, meow, and I would have backed it off of this page. I'm pretty sure. Awesome. Something about like, yes, it's got the bisexual lighting. Yes, it's got some of that. Whatever Frog G was questioning before. It also has the best action I've seen in interiors.
I just love that arm too. I love the render.
Yeah.
The render, everything's real good. Just even the emotion in reading that his thumb's not on a button, but then it's on a button. So it's like just everything's so well done on that side too. So
storytelling. It's this is the most hyper real interiors I've seen. I think in any book in CG. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen a hyper real book like this.
It's what I wanted. I wanted that more like raw feel. I wanted you to feel like it could translate into, a TV series or a movie very easily. I wanted you to feel like you can be enthralled with what's going on. Like in the Super Able, you saw that cover. It was very clean lines, clean coloring. But here, since I'm trying to go for like at more of an adult audience or like an older audience, I felt like the only way to get them with something that's been done, by other stories like DC and Marvel, I need to grasp them more with art. And,
it's got this, and this isn't an insult at all. I love the Highlander series, but it's got this Highlander 3, or I think it was 3 or it was 2, but it's the real cyberpunky Highlander movie, but it's got that misty color transition. I was reading Billy's comment about it, and it's like, it's not exactly the same flavor as cyberpunk, but it's got its own. I can almost smell. I have more senses than just seeing it, like just out of the way the renders are coming off.
Yeah, let's not dance around the comments since we don't have many people in the chat right now. So let's highlight Bill. Billy's a champion.
He's a legend.
I hung out with Billy last night. He's a great guy. It makes me happy that cyberpunk books coming out are giving this amount of love. It's my favorite genre since the 80s. Thanks for not being a person trying to just ride the current cyberpunk hype. Yes. Indeed, and it feels like its own genre. Whatever you're doing, it feels like super, not too far in the future cyberpunk. It looks like gritty as hell cyberpunk, but also not like neon necessarily. Maybe a little bit of neon because the colors. But Billy's also saying, book like yours and Joe's gives me hope for the genre, which I appreciate, Billy. I think we both appreciate that.
Oh man. Your book's gnarly too, man. Like not to take away from it or whatever, but man, you've got like the Tron cycles, but mixed with the cyberpunk backdrops and everything. It's beautiful. I love it.
I appreciate it. It's I kept it. My book is much. We're on like two sides of the same coin in some ways. Like I think we're both going for that very outside of the aesthetic and outside of how it's done. We're both going for like this. Very personal thing. You're going through like the personal, battle going within with the character as well as outside. And I think I'm trying to do the same with relationships. I'm trying to show like all these imperfect things in the world as much as, all the cyberpunk stuff is imperfect, but also the relationships that you have in these worlds are just like, they're never going to change. You're still going to have, shitty problems with your family and friends and
Sure.
ex-girlfriends. So D is in the house now. D Hausner.
Oh, handsome face Dean's in.
Yeah, dude. Look at that chin.
Look at
Look at that chin.
that shit.
So hail everybody, hail Frog G, hail. And so yes, we're gonna go through as many of these perks as possible because we got plenty of time.
Sure.
Anything you want to talk about before we go through the perks? Maybe the trailer. You want to do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. You just have one. I always like going through these things because most people don't. Ooh, these are more things. You know what I'm talking about? Like I would have missed this. What is this from? Is this part of the book?
Yeah, that's part of the book.
Cool.
So we got the trailer, and then we got 3 pages of panel from the book. So
nice.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's-
everybody loves that.
Yeah, it's killer. Yeah, that stuff is like, I mean, obviously the motorcycles and the traditional kind of Atlanta down there. It's like a super cool mix of things. And we all love Nightwing. So this is like the classic Nightwing shot. Because I don't know, it's the Batman shot, but Nightwing's almost, it's more relatable because like, and he's not got the cowl.
It goes with any of them, it goes with Daredevil, Moon Knight, the Bat Family. All of them do that over the edge, shots.
Right, for sure. I just like seeing him because he looks more vulnerable than Batman normally would. He's less in the shadows. He feels like he's, it's believable. Kind of, he's vulnerable. So let's jump in this trailer, check it out, and lights, camera. Hell yeah! I like how you're pulling the visors from Dark Knight Returns almost. Super cool. I love those guys. Slice and dice.
He's bionic. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say you muted, but
Yeah.
Really, I was muted.
No,
He
I
was-
was. I muted my.
Oh, he was. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Jedi, do
little
your
light.
homework.
So you got 2 updates here. Is anything that's super important? Any extra things we're getting?
It's just the updates of what happened after like the first week out and the second week out, things like
Cool.
where I'm at with the process of getting it finished, which isn't that far. All the pages are fully colored and rendered. I'm just working on the dialogue, getting the placement dialogue out and putting real speech in. And then after that, I'm going to get in contact with the letters so we can start making some magic.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Let's
I
go through-
hear that Eric Weathers guy is good. I hear.
Dude.
Yeah, but I'm already married to that third name right there under the Cobalt logo.
Yeah, you got to go with your gut and your relationships you got. I was going with not Eric, Wes Loker, and he kind of jumped out of lettering. So I did go with Eric because it's hard to beat his rap sheet.
Sure.
He's got like a hell of a lot of credits. But let's go through the chat real quick, see what people are saying. Billy's saying gritty urban scapes, dark underbelly of the city can bring, but the light and hope pulses below the darkness. Yes, that's the cyberpunk feel for things. Yes. And the music. Speaking of, I have a soundtrack coming, and if we can get another 500 or so, it'd be great to get that soundtrack out to you guys for Star Circuit.
Definitely.
What did is that? I tried to click the ad off, but it's on. Yeah, I like noticed. I was like, I thought for some reason I was like, dude, I don't know why that's coming up, and I forgot I could actually do something about it. Art Jedi First is saying, screw math homework. Yeah, that's the way. Screw academia. He posts the updates here at my Twitter. Yes, thank you for posting to my Twitter. And Billy just says, my suggestion, if you can get anyone to do a voiceover for your trailer, it will help. We are in a phase of CG where voice on trailer is a big selling point and can hook newcomers. He's got a good point, and I'm glad I went with the guy on Fiverr. I don't know if you know about this, Jake, but Fiverr's got a. Yeah, I spent $40 to get rights, but I could have spent 10 just to get a quick voiceover out. But you can find some good voice actors for cheap, and I know there's some guys on Twitter that we can point you to as well.
There's one guy that tried to get in contact with me about doing a voiceover just for like a random panel, like he did for for Natverse, and I forgot.
I know what you mean.
I forgot his name. I think I got Josh Portillo.
Yeah, Portillo.
Yeah.
So he
gets around. Yeah.
He got in touch with me. I told him, yeah, go ahead and do it, but I haven't heard anything back from him. So
no, he'll get back to you.
I'm sure he will.
He's been cranking around for voice act. That's exactly what I was thinking of when I saw that Billy suggestion there. I was like, man, the Twitter voiceover guys are everywhere, so they're thirsty.
They are.
If that's the thing, I'll definitely try and get that prepped for the second month, for when April starts. So April 1st, I'll try and get some voiceover for it.
Nice. So we got some extra advice in the chat. Well, first, Jedi saying we are one away from 920. Who's it going to be? Will Darren Wagner have to make a third account? Who knows? I think somebody needs to make a second. Come on, Billy.
Right.
What's your other alter ego? I can't remember.
Dean's handsome face says he can do a sexy voiceover.
I bet he could.
With that chin, sure.
So I want to get through these perks because we will run out of time.
Sorry. Yeah.
No. This is my fault. Mostly Jeremy's.
We're having fun.
Yeah, I'm joking, dude. It really is mostly my fault. But I have the reins. Remember, I got the scroll bar. So just tell us about what you got here. You can go through them.
Sure. So digital fragment is, of course, obviously the digital copy. You get that for $10. I'm not a big fan of digital, but there are those that need it. Physical fight is the physical copy. You're going to get the digital, the physical, and a chibi sticker, which I already have prepped and ready. They're ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sticker. Nice.
Awesome.
And that's going to be $20. Now, what's cool is within the U.S., it's free shipping for all these tiers.
So
you hear that, chat? Free shipping.
Yeah.
You bundled the shipping.
Yes.
With the price. So,
yeah, you're not going to get hit with that little extra plus 10 or whatever at checkout.
Right, yep. So
every time I see that, I'm like, "Ugh."
How did you figure this out though? Like, you're just making it like a flat thing, and then some are going to be over, some are going to be under, and you just equal it out as you go along. Is that how it's going to be?
Well, each of those tiers has something a little extra on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you make them a little extra. Mm-hmm. So everything should equal out to where everybody gets the exact kind of shipping.
Okay. Interesting. So
yeah, I did some real accounting, like number margin, and did like different versions when I was designing mine. And once the margins hit a certain thing, after that, everything else on top of it's just a little bit extra bonus. So
right, because you got like the 12 by 18 metals, and if you get that, you're going to get that with the book. You're going to get that with the poster and the chibi sticker. So it's going to be a little bit heavier, but it's going to be bigger. So you got to take that into consideration too with these stickers. Mm-hmm. So I did, and I think we're going to do pretty damn good.
Heck yeah! I think I got a chibi sticker in the works too. Maybe I'll show it later. But your little sticker here, those stickers are looking great, man. Using Sticker Mule, or who are you going through?
No, I use Sticker Giant.
Sticker Giant, nice.
Yeah. So I told them about the Super Able and everything, and my story and how I was connected to it. And right off the bat, dude, they were good to me for
nice.
With this. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. I like people like that that they bend, not bending rules, but it's mostly like tapping into the humanity in yourself, you know.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's see here. We got Blood Brothers. What's that?
Blood Brothers, you get the digital, you get 2 copies
Mm.
of the physical and the chibi sticker. But the thing I haven't told everybody is when you do the Blood Brothers, of course, I'm going to sign that second copy.
Mm.
So if you do Blood Brothers, you're going to get a rare signature that not others will have. So there's that extra, incentive for that tier. Yeah.
Nice. Blood Brothers. I dig it. I like how. Is there any reason why you call it Blood Brothers beside it being like 2?
I thought of Jesse and Isaac when I was doing it because they're brothers. Little brother.
Cool. Awesome. So stay vigilant.
Mm-hmm. You get the digital, the physical, the chibi sticker, and you're going to get an 11x17 poster with art from Art of Bert over on Instagram.
Oh, we might have to refresh. We got a nice little backer that crept in here. We'll do it in a second.
Appreciate it.
Let's keep going through these things.
Okay.
Ooh, the metal.
Yeah. That's metal. If I was doing a featured perk, this would be it. So you get the digital, you get the physical, you get the chibi sticker, you get the 11x17 poster, and you're going to get this little comic-sized.
Oh, hold on a second.
Nice.
Dude, let's bring this nice and large in charge.
Metallic print.
This is the comic-sized metal print of the cover for Cobalt Thrashing About.
Dude,
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Every time I look at it, especially with your that cover in particular, I think it really suits metal. Even your logo is like metal.
Yeah.
it's like made for it. So that's awesome, dude.
That's sick.
Yo, chibbies. My girlfriend's saying chibbies. And then Dead Sun Prime's here. That's cool. Super cool. So and believe this might be the first time he's seen the metal thing. So his mind is blown.
Good. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's how we do it. All right. So that's metal. You get everything, which is the metal print, the digital, the physical. Is that 2 copies of the physical or just one?
Just 1 copy of the physical, but you get that 11x17 poster from Art of Bert and the chibi, and then you get a metal print of the comic size cover.
Where can we see this 11x17 poster? Is there any way to see that?
Yeah, if you go down to the next tier.
Okay.
And by the way, I actually found out he's doing me a favor. They're not going to be 11x17. They're going to be 12x18 because it's easier on him.
Oh man, does that mess with your shipping? Or have you planned for specific sizes like that?
I'm not even worried about it at this point. I'll do that little favor for 12x18.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Figure that stuff out myself right now. So it's interesting to get shipping right now.
Yeah, Sherry. He does, doesn't he?
Let's see. I just realized you're wearing a wife beater. Looks like Freddie. Look, everybody thinks something about a wife beater. I think it's a classy look for an Italian. There's nothing wrong with a wife beater. I mean, the clothing, not the person. Anywho, back to this campaign. What a lovely campaign you got here. So with this one, you get another 11x17 poster, or is 12x18 now?
It's 12x18. So you're going to get the digital, the physical, the chibi sticker, the 11x17 poster. But instead of the comic size metal print, you're going to get this beautiful 12x18 print done by Bagus Dart Artworks. And you can find him on Instagram also.
I know you got it. Do you have it on camera right now? Can you show that?
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, it's a big puppy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And this is all done by Phoenix.
Phoenix is doing the medals for me.
Dude, Phoenix Animation guys, go sub over to follow him on Twitter and also check out his books. Now I'm blanking on his book because of the wine, but someone help me on the chat. What's his book called?
Cobalt?
Huh?
Or Phoenix?
No, Phoenix's book. Yeah.
Oh, it starts with a G, doesn't it?
Something. God, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try it right now. I should know it. I feel embarrassed now. Billy says, Sherry, are you Ms. Star Circuit? I don't know if that implies that you're married to my book, or is there an engagement or something? Okay. Let's check out.
I was like, let's move on. Now let's
Dude,
get him through the page. Watch him move through the page.
If you haven't seen, go watch Shay the Reds, Red Valkyries interview I did with them. The whole time, Mo Biggs is just cracking jokes. Every joke and every link he's ever put up is all about me and Sherry getting married. Like, when is he going to pop the question? If you think his book looks good, do you think that he's going to, and everything had to do with like
So that's how you got funded. You were snaking around and letting everyone know, if I made 10, I'll pop the question.
Oh yeah, and River Ben Bear says that Phoenix animation metal is crisp.
It is.
I don't know why I put that connotation to it, but yes, we'll be looking at some. Oh, there we are. It's called Zendara Judgment. No, Reclaiming Zendara. There we go.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Right? Good job, Frog G. You're the bomb. You've already earned your stars. Let's go back to the campaign real quick. What's no gray area?
No gray area. So that's basically just saying that you're getting a black and white character commission from my interior artist, Erwin Arosa. And it doesn't have to be of a character from Cobalt. Hell, it could be your characters. It could be any character you want.
Okay, and Arosa is the interior artist, or is one of the cover guys?
No. The cover artist is Max Bertolini out of Italy. Okay. So he's done covers for Dark Horse and for Heavy Metal Magazine.
Cool. So this is the interior guy.
This is the interior guy, yes.
Well, that's the guy I want to have. So maybe I'm in for this. Dude, I don't know, I might have told you this before, but I'm going to back here, and that's why I'm holding out to refreshing. However,
you're fine.
This is definitely. I'm thinking about it now. This is because I like getting some of this.
Keep thinking.
This is my favorite tier, and I think it's the most original tier you've got. Also, something I might steal from you in the future.
Sure. That was the intent.
Explain this one.
So, Get a Leg Up is basically giving a leg up to those others in Comicsgate or just indie comics whatsoever. So you're going to get not only the digital, the physical, the chibi sticker, the comic size metal print of the cover, and the 11x17 poster. You are also getting a full page ad within Cobalt.
Dude, that's a steal deal, because what is that? You're really getting an ad for 200 or something, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Cinch.
It's pretty damn good. And I got an extra page in Star Circuit. I'm like, how easy would it be to make a tier like this? And you got 4 pages.
Easy, Joe. It can be easy.
Yeah. Cyberpunk. Promoting Cyberpunk.
I know, dude. I'm wondering. Because here's the deal. Because now if I do it, I have to put it in demand. Star Circuit.
You at least say do every stream you're on.
I probably do. Could we have a tally? Can we get a tally? Is that something we can do?
We need to cut every time you've said do and just
somebody's gonna clip
correct.
Auto tune that.
Dude, we should. Somebody needs to clip that. Get dark.
But back to this. Get a leg up. Awesome advertisement page. Sure.
Yeah.
River Ben Bear agrees. It is one of the best ideas in CG. Yes. You might even say, I would even coin that. You should go around saying this is the best idea in CG. And I think as long as you're promoting other CG books, no one's going to complain. So let's go up here and refresh before I do anything. Let's just see what we got. Drum roll, anybody? And so here, what do we call it? The Gleam? We call it the Gleam?
Yeah, the Arbro Gleam.
Dude, I didn't even look at what you had before. So did it go up by 1?
Yeah, I went up by 1. So
nice.
It was at 2,300. Went up 20. That's
hell
good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 60 backers that's a big marker. 60 people. That you're filling up a theater. That's how we put it. So I'm glad we got that. I'm gonna probably do some work. Do you have any questions for Bionic Bro, Jeremy? Like maybe like any of his past or any side stuff, I don't know. You have different questions than me. I always ask to the point questions, and you're out of the box.
What do you think about Joe's hairy shoulders?
Dude.
His hair. What?
I love Cobalt. I love the art. I mean, I got no questions. You pretty much covered it. Although what you could do for the last couple minutes of the show is all the way down at the bottom of the page. We see some of those images blown up larger. Did you camp around those any bit?
Yes, I should. However, I cannot back and show the screen at the same term. So I'm going to have to.
Okay, so go back there. Yeah, go back there.
Yes.
So yeah, if you have any questions, I do have a couple because I'm always interested.
Of course.
Do you have any military background at all?
I do not. No, I've only had friends that are military, of course, because at the different conventions that I go to for the company that made my prosthetic, I meet a lot of vets from the VA.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we both have brothers that are vets.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
we're both in that boat, and
thank you for their service because Thomas Rogers is actually based off a guy I met who was an ambassador for the company before he left and I came on.
Really?
So yeah, he actually lost his arm during a drill run, just training. He loaded a shell on top of an empty shell that didn't clear out.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy yelled clear, so they pulled it. Dude just ripped his arm.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fucked. They're messed up.
Got fucked up real quick. So
can't put a Band-Aid on that one.
Yeah, I'm interested in some of the outside stuff that happens that influences like you said, your obviously the bionic part of you is influenced the book. Do you have any other hobbies or other activities? Are you into martial arts like myself?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I haven't done martial arts since my accident, but I mean, I could. But I always favored the bow staff. So, I studied Bojutsu for a little while, and that just comes from falling in love with TMNT, and Donatello was my favorite. So,
That's funny you say that because that's similarly I got into Jeremy got into swords probably because of Leo, and tonight I literally was we're practicing with Boken and Size because I like to rap a lot. But I'm very much into that. Who's going to be Donatello or not Donatello? Michelangelo. Do we have a Michelangelo out there that wants to join the stream?
There's got to be a nunchucker somewhere in CG. There has to be.
Billy Basco, drop whatever you're doing and start learning nunchucks.
I never get
He's got a sword.
Off my badger.
It's not even a katana.
Very nice.
All right. You distracted me from backing. So yeah, once all we need is a Michelangelo. Now we got a team.
Oh, yeah,
so let's go back to sharing the screen because I'd like to bring up your page again.
Okay.
So you like martial arts? Haven't done it in a while because of the accident.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Anything else? I mean, just like anything, hobbies, whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Video games or something.
I'm kind of an avid gamer. I like my games. I haven't done it in a while because I'm trying to focus on this thing and sit my ass down to finish this. But yeah, man.
What kind of games?
I'm a fighter's game through and through. So if there's any CGer out there that would like to do a stream of everybody playing games with each other, I have no problem saying I'll kick your ass at Dragon Ball fighting.
Oh, nice. I'm a Smash Brothers guy, but
Smash Brothers, dude, I'll play you on Smash.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
Who's your character on Smash?
Dude, I'm a crazy little Mac main, but
okay.
It's nope. Pretty much, it takes the pressure off of me because if I lose, then I'm like, it's a little Mac, and that's how it goes.
I go with Star Fox.
Nice, dude. Yeah. I mean, he's always good. I feel like he's one of the most consistently good characters in all of the series. What is Billy saying here? Whoa, that is awesome to give that kind of homage to a real veteran. As a vet, that warms my heart. Billy's a vet? I didn't know that.
Wow.
Billy's also into Street Fighter. Street Fighter stream. I'm not a Street Fighter guy, but I'm sure you play Street Fighter, right?
Street Fighter, I've done Street Fighter 4. It was good. It was a little bit slower on the mechanics that I liked, but Mortal Kombat, Injustice, I
like Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur, I'll get on there.
Yeah,
it's a fun time.
Yeah, it's
But,
I'm all about fun times.
Hoorah, Billy! Hoorah!
Hoorah.
I lived over next door to Camp Pendleton for 2 years, so
we're running out of time, so I'm gonna share the screen one more time here. Let's see here. Let's go.
Oh, we're doing military shout outs.
See that? You got I don't know if it updated the price at all, but it updated the backers.
That's funny. How'd that happen?
Sometimes it does, but there we go. You're all set.
Here we go.
Dude, I'm totally stoked to read that book.
I appreciate it.
And I'm glad we had you on. Billy saying hoorah. Frog is Navy. Frog G is Navy. What do the Navy people say? I have no clue. I'm a contractor for the Navy. Not me personally, but I work for a contractor for the Navy.
They say go deeper.
Do they? Marines are a department of the Navy. My grandfather was a Navy man. I didn't know Frog G. I didn't know, Frog G probably. No one knows. Frog G keeps that close to his chest. And so that pretty much ends the stream. I want to talk a little bit about two things that are coming up for Star Circuit before we roll. Anybody put a link for Cobalt? Yeah, let me do this real quick because Frog G.
Jedi had to do homework, right?
Yep. So this is the link to Cobalt. Anybody that wants to back, please go do it right now. It's definitely.
And there he goes. Well, I don't have any control, but guys, if you want to back Cobalt, just check him out. He's got stuff on. There he goes.
Sometimes, dude, this is the problem with using a Macintosh, guys.
You got excited.
I did.
It's taken him 4 years to stay right in front of me.
Went off prematurely. I mean,
no, look, not everything's optimized. There's plenty of things optimized for a Mac, and the Window guys, they will never admit that either. But however, I have a little special thing to show. Sherry, my girlfriend Sherry, has done one chibi character for us.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we'll share this real quick. And I want to also bring up the fact that I have a mixtape in the works. I have got several people, all indie artists, of course, lined up to be on this mixtape that you'll listen to as you're, reading. So it's not a whole lot. There's no words. They won't kind of distract. I try to keep it as chill and also engaging as possible in the music. We don't want to distract you from the book. But yeah, that's in the works. If we hit 10 or 11K, we're going to, everybody, digital backers, everybody gets this MP3 download, and it's just going to be sick.
Sweet,
super excited for it. So if I can find the right one. Oh, here it is. This is the right one. Hip sticker, because this is the chick in my book. We'll show this off. This is the ex-girlfriend to the main character. And it's a killer looking sticker. I'm very proud that Sherry was kind enough to make it for me.
Yeah.
Check it out. So this is the main chick on the main cover, the ex-girlfriend. She's a badass, always ready to be in a fight. And she even has kind of that persona, even though she's cute here. So I like it. I dig it.
Awesome.
Fits the persona. And lastly, let's just show off my campaign real quickly. Let's just look up Star Circuit real quick and see where we're at. I think we hit 190 today. Yes, we did hit 190 today.
Nice.
So check it out, guys. 190 and under or over a month left to go. So please go back. Star Circuit. It's a cyberpunk book, just like and it's like a companion kind of book to Cobalt. We're both in the same. We're supporting the cyberpunk genre, just like we have all these shape-shifting books out there, and we're representing the cyberpunk side of CG.
Right.
That corner. We've got us. We've got who else is considered cyberpunk in CG right now?
Black Rose is trying to do his cyberpunk, and he's actually in the runner-up to get his mailing list is up right now. So
really?
Yeah, Cerebrum.
Nice.
So
Cerebrum.
So he calls it. Nobody pronounces it that way. I've heard it pronounced that way. It's so funny. This is pretty much the end of the stream. Thanks everybody for showing up. Everybody that has come in here. Frog G, you're an awesome mod. Sherry, thanks for being my girlfriend. Who else was in here before? Nefarious? Nefarious just joined. Nice. Thank you for you caught the tail end, Nefarious.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
there we go. So in Indiegogo, Star Circuit, go check it out. This cover is being colored right now by Steve Furchow, the champion, old school, one of the first digital colorists that's ever introduced it. If you go back long enough, you can see how he kind of was one of the big guys that were coloring Stephen Platt and Dave Finch back in the day. Everybody can see it harkens back to him. So I'm glad that he is on the book because he actually influenced me how to get into coloring comics as well. So we're going to probably outro a little bit. I don't know if I clicked audio, but I do want that so we can have an outro. I'm going to share the music. This is the mixtape teaser. We're going to outro with this thing. That way everybody can get vibing for the rest of their night. I think Bancroft streamed already, so we don't have Bancroft to look forward to. But whatever you're doing, have a great night. We're going to play, like I said, this is one of the tracks by Vosto. The mixtape's done by various artists. So this is just one of them. Not every track is done by Vosto, but he's a great artist. I'm super stoked for having him. I'm looking for my video, but I cannot find it.
So Star Circuit mixtape is going to outdo the Guardians of the Galaxy mixtape is what I'm hearing.
Dude, if you count indie artists as I think a more rare find, which they do, anybody can go find the mainstream greats out there, but if you go find an indie artist that is really putting out their best, which I think I have, you're going to be impressed. So get ready for this.
Later, Billy. Everybody, you all have a great
thanks for showing
and enjoy the bumps.
I really want to play this on the out.
Get that party started.
There we are. Found it. I don't know why it took so long to find this video, guys. never shows up when you want it to. So we're gonna show
but those hairy shoulders sure do.
Dude, I wish I had hairy shoulders, man. Come on.
Yeah, see, comb your shoulders just like it.
Dude, I got a couple in the back. I can pluck them out. Okay. So here we go. Have a good night, everybody. It's been a real awesome time. Again, thank you, Jake from Tailend Studios for joining us. Jeremy, any last words?
Words indeed.
Yeah, you can find Jeremy at Studio Zeta Twitter. You can find me, Catapano Art on Twitter. You can find Jake as Tailend, as well as what's the other one as well?
You can find me as Tailend Studio or Bionic Bruh on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Jake.
Nice. Awesome. All right, guys. Have a stupendous night. We're closing out. Peace out, guys. If I can play.
It's like Yanni.
Oh no, man.
you.